Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Dirt Road Cinderella. We appreciate each and every one of you who stops by to see what's going on. Summer is in the air and there's lots to do, so let's get right to it. To begin, I would like to show you a shop card that has arrived from Will from 1968 Fordman Model Shop, and here in the corner is his YouTube info. On the back of the card are a few of his builds. Also, thank you for the kind words. Will, I really appreciate it. Will does really nice work, and if you don't know him, please go check out his channel. I know he would appreciate it, as would I. This next card is from the State Line Area Modelers, or SAM for short. They are a club and can be found on Facebook. They also sent me this highly detailed sticker, which I laminated and stuck to my bench. Their club is open to modelers of all skill levels, as well as a wide variety of genres, from automotive, sci-fi, Gundam, and more. Here on the back, it tells you about the club, as well as their meeting schedule and location in Durland, Illinois. These guys are also hosting SamCon 26 on Saturday, October 3rd. Doors open to vendors at 8 a.m., and registration for the show begins at 9 a.m. If you are in the area, go check out the show. The club and myself would appreciate it if you did. Before we move on to the next parts of this video, I almost forgot that Will sent a sticker, which I stuck right here on this drawer. Thanks for the stickers, guys. I sure do love stickers. Moving on, I have a pivot on some group build stuff, starting with this Tamiya Lotus Type 79 F1 car, which of course I have entered into the F1 group build, hosted by my friends Kyle and Tim from RKD Scaleworks and Box Stock Garage. However, I am now going to double dip with this kit and also enter it into the 48-hour group build, hosted by Craig the Mutt Modeler. I had already entered the Tamiya Alpine Renault, but I wound up giving that kit to Carrie Ann because she had never built a Tamiya kit and was battling an AMT build pretty hard. I'm hoping she will be blown away like I was the first time I built a Tamiya kit. Getting back to the Lotus kit, if you are not yet taking part in either the 48-hour group build or the F1 group build, I highly encourage you to check them out. And yeah, I know F1 cars are not everyone's cup of tea, so to speak, but I found last year this was a great build to learn something on, and build with others who are also just discovering these cars and kits. It has become an experience in itself. There is also a very active Facebook group for this build, just as there is with the 48-hour. What do you say we unbox this kit, which I scored really cheap off eBay because it was missing 2 decals. However, Kyle was kind enough to hunt up just the decals replacement set, which was amazing. Thank you, sir. They look amazing and came from Tamiya themselves. This first sheet gives a little history on the vehicle on the front, and the other side is decal placement. If you have not built a Tamiya kit, you will find that their directions are very detailed. You can tell someone took the time to make sure they make sense and cover everything. A feature overlooked by some other model makers. The Lotus is powered by a Ford Cosworth V8, and I am very excited to see how Tamiya replicated it. Oh, here are the original decals, with the 2 cut out. We can see here that a number 5 and a small Olympus logo are missing. The first bag we come to is the Chrome Tree, which consists of only wheels and what I assume might be velocity stacks, kind of. But wow, it is some great looking chrome. Dang, that rear rim is going to be wide. Let me get the rest of this out of the bags for us. Well, here's why the rear rims are so wide. Look at these meats. What a great looking and feeling tire. I can't wait to scuff them up, and there is a considerable difference between the rear tire and the front. This little bag here is rubber bushings that Tamiya uses in the backs of their wheels. There was also this coil of wire, and these breather screens were taped in the inside of the box, and they look fantastic. This first parts tree is the Ford Cosworth V8, and it looks stunning. Epic detail on each and every part. Every time I look upon a Tamiya kit, I wonder why other model manufacturers don't put forth the same effort. The next tree is also part of the engine and transaxle. There are many parts on these cars, I don't know what they are, but it does not matter as the directions will be clear about paint color and how to install it. Even the Ford script on the covers is nice and clear. Next, we have some body parts, and again, they look fantastic just like everything else has. Again, more of the same as we move on. I am not sure why there are 2 steering wheel options. I will figure it out along the way though. And of course, this last parts tree is no different from the others. As you can see, there is not a lot to these cars, and the build should be very straightforward. If I do not finish on time, I bet it will be the decals that get to me. I do like doing them, but I am not the most skilled person for the job. We shall see, I guess, and that sums up the F1 and 48-hour group build pivot. I do have one more pivot / entry, the 1957 Del Rio Ranch Wagon by Revell that I entered into Jason's Street Machine build at the Blue Ox Model Shop. Quite obviously, I did not get it completed. For that matter, I didn't even get it started. However, I have started the VCG Y-Block Cobra engine that I'm going to put in it. And I did this just yesterday while waiting for something to dry on the motorcycle build. The engine is going together very well, and I think it will be great in the wagon. Everything else is still as it was, and here are the tires and wheels I bought for it from the Iceman. I used the same tires on my Bootlegger's Ball build. I have not touched anything else, and it is just as it was when I entered it the first time. So this is my official re-entry to the Street Machine group build hosted by the Blue Ox Model Shop, since I am dropping out of the Rally Cool group build hosted by Jason and also by Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot. That is all I have for y'all today. Gallery is participating in Prime Days from June 23rd to June 26th. Here are some of the airbrushes that will be on sale. They will also have sets of Kaleido paints, primers, and assorted items. For an even bigger discount, use the code 3UI88ISZ at checkout on Amazon. Welcome back to the Kids Corner. Today I have a few things to show you, and I'm going to start with some kits I got from Hobby Lobby, starting with the 1967 Impala. I also got the 55 Chevy Bel Air sedan. You might notice I get a lot of AMT kits because I'm a fan of AMT usually. I also got this, which is not something I would usually build, but I'm obsessed with the Jolly Roger, and I'm actually really excited to build this. As you can see in the picture here, I didn't have any Tamiya paints yesterday, but maybe 3, and now you can see that it has a lot more on it than it did yesterday. My mom also got me this AK Rust Streaks, which I'm looking forward to learning alongside with her. I finished my club build. And that's about all I've done. I've been doing a lot of other things like D&D and crocheting and all that. So that's the update from the Kids Corner. Thanks for watching. Bye! I hope everyone has a great week. Be good to each other and yourselves. Later, y'all. Sponsor Spotlight. Are you a passionate modeler? Constantly searching for that perfect detail to bring your miniature masterpiece to life? Do you dream of building your model so accurate they could be mistaken for the real thing? Then it's time to discover VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resins specializes in providing the highest quality, most unique, and incredibly detailed resin parts and accessories for your 1/24th and 1/25th scale models and dioramas. Modelers can find everything from intricate engines and suspension components to realistic wheels and essential diorama accessories, all designed to bring your miniature masterpieces to life. Are you ready to elevate your next build? Please visit vcgresins.com. And don't forget to use our discount code DRCRUST at checkout for 13% off your order. At Scale Finishes, they specialize in high-quality automotive-grade paints, clears, and primers designed to bring your scale models to life. Their authentic colors and premium products provide a flawless finish every time. Visit scalefinishes.com and use our discount code Cinderella10 at checkout to receive 10% off on your order. Gallery airbrushes are engineered for elite quality. We're talking ultra-smooth trigger control, heavy-duty machining, and dropping detail lines thin as human hair straight out of the box. But they didn't stop at premium hardware. Say goodbye to harsh solvent fumes with Gallery's Kaleido paint line. Powered by rapid air technology, these water-based acrylics spray like a dream with high-gloss finishes. And for those impossibly tight details and trim lines, pop the cap on their paint markers for instant high-pigment precision. Are you ready to elevate your workspace? Grab yours today and save big. Use the code DRC1854 at checkout for an exclusive Dirt Road Cinderella discount. Click the direct link right down in the video description below to shop the collection. Edited, produced, and narrated by Cap Productions.